What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Sneakerhead 213. Today we're going to be talking about the review for the Jordan 13 Flint Grays. Really sought after colorway for this year, for many years actually. And then stick around, we're going to have a really cool topic also with regards to this video of current events that have been happening and that unfortunately have now affected the sneaker culture in many ways people weren't expecting. So stick around for that at the very end. If you don't want to, listen to the review, just skip to the very end whenever you see me start or hear me start talking about the topic at hand. I'm going to watch how I'm wording some of these topics because I know what can happen if I do that, and I want you guys to be able to see this content. So without further ado, let's get started on this review. Today we are going to do the review on the Air Jordan 13 Retro Flint Gray. Formerly, it is the Navy / University Blue colorway in a size 9.5, which is true to size. Retail price was $190. After taxes, it was $203. I was going to sell these, but I decided to keep them because they're too clean. I cannot pass up on these. And yes, seeing them in hand changed my mind. So without further ado, there are no stamps, there are no stickers. I already took a look at that. Let me see if there's any on the bottom. Nope, there's none. So don't freak out if you don't see any, quality control stamps or stickers. But yeah, here they are, guys. The Air Jordan 13 Flint Gray colorway. Very, very sought after, guys. I really love this colorway. I just like how all the colors come together, the material, the shape of the shoe. It goes very, very well. So this release took place this past Saturday. This specific colorway of the Jordan 13 hasn't came out since 2010. So a lot of people kept anticipating and talking about when are they going to come out with the Flint Grays again, when are they going to drop them. Sure enough, 2020 came and they dropped them. I heard there was rumors of it being pushed back for another year, but thankfully, we still got them this year. And yes, they did meet our expectations in my personal opinion. So one of the first things I want to talk about is the toe box. The toe box is very nice. As you can see, it's pretty close to buttery. It's tumbled. It's a lot nicer than what we've seen in previous years with other re-retros like the Breads and the He Got Games and all the other colorways. But these just look super, super clean. Also, the leather on the tongue isn't the best, but it's pretty standard to what we've seen in previous re-retro releases of the 13 OG colorways. You see the baby blue Jumpman there. It looks a little small to me, in my opinion, but then again, Jordan Brand tends to tweak some things every time they re-retro OG releases, OG colorways. It has it has a round white laces. You see the perforations there. You see the Jordan labeling there in black and white. You see the right here this panel that's pretty. They always call these like the whiskers of the panther because this is pretty much like trying to represent Jordan's panther-like instinct when he would play during his games. And these just represent like where the whiskers would be on the around the mouth of the panther. I really like this part of it because it blends the entire shoe together. You see hints of the navy. You see hints of the gray. Those little holes that look like white speckles are actually 3M. So that looks pretty cool. If you follow me on IG, you can see this entire shoe in 3M. And yeah, it just looks very clean. You have the hologram there with the Jumpman and the 23. Looks pretty clean there. And then you have the gray, what I think is probably some of the best detail of the shoes, the gray synthetic suede. This is not legit suede in my opinion. I've seen better suede, but it's one of the best we've seen in a while on a re-retro OG colorway. So it looks really nice in that Flint gray. It complements the blue. Blue and gray always go very, very well together. And then the inner liner of the shoe in the navy, and then the screen printed Jumpman there in baby blue on the insole. And yeah, this neoprene inner liner is pretty comfortable. They do fit true to size. One of the things that I noticed is online when I was seeing it, the tongue looked a lot bigger and higher than what we're used to. But thankfully, in hand, it looks pretty good. There's no complaints. I think it just depends on how you lace it. If you lace it high, the tongue is gonna look more natural. If you lace it, just to like, minimal, then the lace will come up and pop up and show a little too much. So I like it laced how it is right now. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. So yeah, that's kind of one of the things that made me want to keep these, is just the clean look of it. The midsole is composed of these pods here, acting like the panther paws, and you'll see when we go and talk about the outsole what I mean. And then it has that nice little suede there, and then the gray suede there as well. Very clean shoe, very dope colorway. The outsole you can see is like a panther paw, and then you see the hologram here, with the semi-translucent baby blue colorway, and then you see the it's supposed to be carbon fiber, but it doesn't feel like carbon fiber. It feels more like plastic, and that's probably for cutting down on material costs. But other than that, a very clean shoe. Like I said, very sought after. When I had the chance of buying these was back in high school, but when we're in high school, we're focused on buying a nice car. So I was saving up for a car, and once you save up for a car, then you got to work for paying off the insurance and the gas, paying off plates, stuff like that. And so that was my main focus. So I missed out on these, but I was a sneakerhead in high school, just not as much as I wish I could have been, because of I don't have the money to waste money on shoes. So yeah, pretty much other than that, I love this colorway. I love the gray and blue. I'm glad they re-retroed these. There was fears of it being pushed back for next year. I'm glad it didn't. Retail was $203. Yes, it is true to size. Other than that, that's it. Let me know what you guys think. I think this is the best colorway of 2020 for the Jordans that have released this year so far. That is a bold statement, but yes, I stand behind it. I think it's a little interesting to me that a lot of people, when it comes to Jordans, they love the bread colorway, so the black and red colorways on the OGs. But when it comes to this particular silhouette, the 13, they like the Flint gray a lot, more so than the bread 13. So let me know what you think about that. Comment down below. Were you able to cop these? And now to the part of the video I've been really wanting to talk about. Guys, you know what's going on in the world, since earlier March of this year. Because of that, a lot of the reviews that I wish I could have been doing haven't happened, because a lot of the stores, shoe retailers are closed. Slowly and surely they were opening back up, but because of the events that are going on right now with the protesting, that's not happening. So I wanted to talk about that. I saw so many videos of sneaker resellers and retail stores being broken into because of people taking advantage of what's going on. And so I saw Foot Lockers here locally where I live got broken into. They stole more than 50 pairs of shoes. Yes, they stole all the 13s that I know of. I think grade school sizes were left. They stole jewelry at some of the jewelry stores at the mall. They took pretty much anything they could, and it's kind of sad because it's affected the sneaker culture in ways that you wouldn't have imagined. So as a result, a lot of the prices are going up on shoes that people really want, and sometimes people aren't even able to cop the shoes that they want, even though they reserved it. Like me, I had this reserved and I wasn't sure if I was even gonna get these. So thankfully I was. But what I'm trying to say is pretty much, guys, just be aware of what's going on. And if you don't get a shoe that you really want, it's not a big deal. Eventually, when all this starts to normalize, hopefully it'll go back to more normal. But I was talking to some of the people that I know, some of the managers at the shoe retail shops here in Indianapolis, Indiana, and they told me, what, for now, and because of safety and just everything all together, every shoe is being literally reserved. Even like just general releases, they're all reservations. That's at least how it's going on here where I'm at. When I was talking to the people at Foot Action, I'm not sure about the other retail stores, Foot Locker, Finish Line. I don't know how they're doing it, but I find that a little bit interesting, and I find it sad that people have resulted to doing that. I noticed it's a lot of younger folks, which is pretty sad. You'd think people would know better, but yeah. The next topic I want to talk about is too those secondhand shoe retailers like Round Two, Urban Necessities. I saw a video of Round Two getting pretty much, you know, it was rated. It was rated by like people more than 50 people. And there was just people coming in and out with Supreme items, with jewelry, with accessories, with shoe boxes, with Yeezys. And it was pretty sad because people pour their life and hard lifetime earnings into a business. And people like Sean with Round Two, he does a lot for the community. So the fact that he's doing a lot and giving back to the community, and then the community pays him back in that way, any little instance they see they can capitalize on something and take advantage of a situation without getting caught, they did it. And it's sad because all that money and hard work earning, and the community helping him out, and for them to be paid back in that way, that's like an ultimate stabbing in the back. It's like, you turning your back on something. And as a business owner myself, it's pretty hard to come back from that. I hope he had insurance. I imagine he did, but still, even then, it's pretty hard. But yeah, just be very, I'm trying to find the right word. Is I don't want to say sympathetic, but be very courteous as to, when you're thinking about participating into such things. Like, think twice. Like, come on, you should know better than that. It's pretty sad. Like I said, a lot of these shops give back to the community. They do a lot of service for the community, and just to see them getting paid back in such a way, it makes them not want to do that. You see what I'm saying? Maybe they won't want to do that later on, or maybe it'll be more so harder and difficult process to buy a shoe from them because of a result of what's going on. So just be aware of that, guys. There's much more I wanted to cover, but I don't want to drag this video on long. I just wanted to touch on it very briefly. Let me know what you guys think on it. Comment down below, and we will see you guys on the next one. Peace.